Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. And what have we been doing since last time? Well, as you can see, we have extended the road round the side of the factory. We've made a little start on the base of this power station over here. And we've done a serious amount of terraforming. You might not be able to notice, but this is all sort of flattened out, grassed up nicely. And this area is basically entirely new. We didn't have this hill here before. I don't know if you remember, but there was this house was just on this weird island kind of thing. And let's have a look. If we just go down here, should be able to show you. Yeah, there we go. So huge area covered up, but it looks a lot better now. It makes a lot more sense. But it's not just out here. We have been doing work. Oh, well, I should mention our little sheep has had an upgrade. Our little wool farm over here. It's exactly the same. It's just slowly ticking over, but just the one color, just white. But inside the factory, we have been tinkering. We have been doing some serious tinkering. We had the arc furnace in. Actually, let me show you this, because this is the reason why we got these guys. This fella here, the machinist, once you unlock him all the way up to master level, you can buy this graphite electrode blueprint. And as you can see, we've already got a couple in our inventory. Now, there's two ways of making these graphite electrodes. You can make them in a metal press. Let me just show you, graphite electrodes. You can make them in a metal press, but they come out integrity 50%, which we don't want that. We want maximum efficiency when we're doing it. And the only way to do that is on an engineer's workbench. But we don't want to stand by a workbench and craft loads of graphite electrodes. No, we want to automate everything, and that's what we've tried to do. Oh yeah, Emerald Crypto very kindly has donated power to everyone on the server for one day. He has a ridiculous power setup. I do need to show you that. But this is a quantum entangloporter. Bit of a mouthful, but basically, yeah, we can withdraw power from his system, and he's making millions of RF per tick. Fortunately, my power situation is all sorted now. We're pretty stable. We have our backup generator upstairs, but there's nothing really being added to this floor. We did tidy up this. I was originally going to make the graphite electrodes down here, but then I decided to move it all upstairs to keep it all in a self-contained little unit. But what we're doing here, we can auto craft these vacuum tubes to make what do we need to make those cloches, because Cookie Dough requested a big batch of cloches, so I still need to make him a load of those. But up here we've had some improvements. We've got this system over here, which is our graphite electrode crafter, and over here we've fully automated the arc furnace. I say fully automated. I haven't found a way to instantly replace these graphite electrodes. It does say, if we look in the book and we look on heavy machinery, arc furnace, it is, where does it say it? Multiple items at the same time, but it's also complex in its workings and will require maintenance in order to continue functioning. And I think that's the maintenance it's talking about. We just need to replace these graphite electrodes. But it's not lying. When it says this is complex, it really, really is a complicated machine. This is a bit daunting, but basically what's going on here, we have the main ingredient going in here. Then we have additives or extra items we want to add into the smelting process. So you can see here there's 11 pages of recipes, but the only one we're making at the minute is this one, the steel ingot one. So 1 iron ingot and 1 coke dust will give us 1 steel. And it is all fully tied in to our RS system. We have the pattern in here so we can auto craft steel now. Slag is just being output here. It's constantly coming out of the back and going into our slag storage, mass storage system here. Not much else to show you out here. But the input for the ingredients is a little bit different. Basically, this block here is an input and this block here is an input. The left hand side, it corresponds to the GUI basically. The left hand side is where we input steel. So we've got an item router inputting stuff out to the south, which is that way. Outputting iron to the south, and then we're outputting the coke dust to the north here. So that's how we can auto craft steel. But I have added in this line, which I wanted to show you as well, which is the graphite production line. And I think the easiest way to do this is to just order a couple of rods and we will see the process as it's going. So let me just grab, let's say, 3 of these. So yeah, we've got the coke dust available. We have and the graphite electrodes. So there's more things happening here. There's more stages of the process. But for our RS system, all it needs to know is we input 32 coke dust and we get out 1 graphite electrode. We should start to see, yeah, there we go. So the first thing that happens is coke dust goes into a squeezer and we get out, it churns through the power, but we get out this HOP dust, which is being fed into a external heated furnace, which is being turned into graphite ingots. So you should see when the ingot is ready, it will just get passed along through into the automated workbench. And as you can see, we are just waiting for 4 HOP graphite ingots to stack up here and it will automatically craft. We've selected that already. I don't know, I think this is inventory tweaks or something that adds this A to Z sorter. And it works great on most things, not on this. It's really weird. But anyway, we've got the 4 ingots going into there and you can see, look at this animation. So it's drilling something here, little drill going down, then it moves along onto this little press section. Gets pressed into our rod and the rod comes out, gets fed along into this chest, which just gets pulled back into the system with an importer, and that completes the recipe crafting for us. So that's why, although there's loads of extra steps, the RS system only needs to know 32 coal dust will turn into 1 graphite electrode, even though it's going through 1, 2, 3 processes. It doesn't matter. It's fulfilling the order just like we need it to. So that's how we're auto crafting our graphite electrodes. Unfortunately, there's no way to instantly replace them. I've tried a few different ways, hoppers, droppers, all kinds of stuff. No joy, unfortunately. And when did you get under here? Who's that? The Great Atoon. That's why he's Employee of the Month. He gets in and amongst everything. But enough messing about. Let's order some steel and I'll show you the animation on this. Oh, we've actually got quite a surplus. But let's craft a stack of steel and I can show you the animation for this and what's actually happening. So hopefully we should start getting iron ingots and coke dust inputted into here. Let's just double check and see what's happening. Right, so this is an extra process. So it is complicated because there's an extra process going on which I didn't even mention. And that is, well, originally turning the coal into coal coke and then turning the coal coke into coke dust. That's in our crusher machine. And then the coke dust is going through the factory and basically going to be output here and fed into the system. But nothing will come out until it has all the ingredients to fulfill the order. So let me just wait for that to come through. And oh, here we go. It's happening. That was quick. Wow. So yeah, you can see we're feeding the coal coke. Hang on, let me get up here so I can actually have a look. We're feeding the ingredients in and they're being separated into their different places. So the iron's going left, the coke dust is going right, and yet things are lighting up. The furnace is going. Let's have a look, see what's happening. Right, so this is basically heating up the ingots to metal, to a liquid metal. And once it has finished processing, it'll input the additive, which is the coke dust. And yeah, as you can see, really nice little animation. I haven't got an output system worked out yet, but you can see down in the bottom here, our steel ingots are being processed here. And the slag, you can see it for a second there. As soon as one gets complete, it pops in, but it's instantly pulled out of the system. So yeah, nice, very nice. And it's just working. It's working all fully automated now. So yeah, that was a bit of a complex roundup, but it's a bit of a complicated machine, but it's really cool. Really, really like it. I don't know how to get this guy out. That might be... You might just be on permanent maintenance duty now, the Greater Toon. Okay. One of the big problems I'm having right now is keeping my coal supply fully stocked. The last machine on our heavy machinery list can actually help us with that, the Excavator. You can see if we have a look at all of the different kind of minerals that we can get, one of them is this one, Bituminous Coal. Don't know what's happening with these symbols, but it is happening. Bituminous Coal is a mineral vein that can be found in the overworld. It consists of 80% coal ore and 20% sulfur dust. So I've been scouting around the area. I've been using these mineral surveying tools, and yeah, you can see, oh well, there's actually no mineral traces here. But let's go up here a bit and see if we can do a survey. And what do we have here? There is a bituminous coal vein about 14 steps to the southwest. So let's go over here. And what do we have here? Well, basically, I've already been to this area and I've surveyed, and at this spot right here is a bituminous coal vein. So what this is, we've built a core sample drill, and what you can do is these are just some HV capacitors. We're powering it just remotely, and you can right click on this and you can see it should... Is it gonna do it? Ah, there we go. Okay. So you can see it drills down into the stone, and it's bringing up the sample now. It's a bit hard to see. It's glitching. What's going on there? It's like glitching out the back. Oh, there we go. That's better. But yeah, now we can right click on it again and grab our core sample here. So this is, we've got two of them now, but it's well, I just needed to replace the core sample. I'd already done it once and I couldn't right click it again. But we have our second core sample here now, 100% bituminous coal, saturation 100%, which I think is the best you can get. There's a lava reservoir with 613,000 millibuckets. But yeah, expected yield there, 33,013 ores, so 33,000 coal, happy with that. But what are we going to do? How are we actually going to do this? Because we don't actually need this anymore down here. We can just reclaim all of this stuff. And we need to find what's on this spot, -246, 11, -932. So I dug all the way up, and unfortunately it came up right in this riverbed here. Well, not right in it, but next to it. And I kind of wanted to build like a big excavator, an actual big excavator vehicle to bring the whole build together. We could just build it underground, but I want to make it look cool as well, and it is close enough to the base where we could definitely involve it. So we've spent a little bit of time damming up the river here, and they're just sort of simple sheet metal dams. But I think it looks pretty cool. We replaced all the dirt, well, some of the dirt with coarse dirt to keep it kind of like a drained riverbed. I don't really want the grass spilling down like this bit. We'll just get rid of him. And there's a couple more bits over here. We'll just yoink those. So yeah, anything that's like underneath the water line, I want to keep muddy or sandy. We're still going to have a small amount of water channel running through here, but then at the end it comes to this water pump, which is pumping water. If you can't really see it, but there is actually fluid pipes in there. If you right click scaffolding onto the fluid pipes, you can see it much better there. You can actually put scaffolding around it, which is pretty cool. You don't just have to have floating pipes there. In fact, I might just get rid of that as well. Yeah, I think I will. And we have just a water pipe pumping water back up onto this side. So it's like a little reverse dam. I don't know. I know in real life this is a bit silly, but I think it'll look cool. So let's get started on building the excavator. Before I got started, Emerald Crypto showed up and gave me this ridiculous sword. So without any enchantments or anything, it's a damage of 14, and my fully decked out netherite sword is only 11 damage. So I think I'm gonna upgrade. I am just over at the gold farm. I logged off here again last night. I was AFKing and Cookie Dough sent me another message saying take 2, Waystone back to the factory, take 2. So let's see what he's done. Last time it was a box of diamonds. Okay, well at least he hasn't put a real wither on my base. That would be pretty painful. Did I make you jump? Not really. What else? Okay, he's got a wither. Okay, nice. He's actually got the wither skull farm going. What's this? Bound scroll to Headhunters Inc. Oh, nice. Okay, wow. Has he got it done? He has. Oh yes. To be fair, I was supposed to help Cookie Dough with this project, but I just got carried away with my own project. So I started it off, I built this big platform, and we were supposed to do it together, and I just never got around to doing it. But it looks like, yeah, it looks like he's already finished it all. Right, nice one, Cookie Dough. Spot on. That's really, really, really good news. Thank you, dude. Nightmare. So Cookie Dough last night basically broke the, I haven't been to have a look, he broke the floor of the XP farm. It's only leaves, and he's lost all of his diamond gear. Basically his valuables box was the one that went bye-bye. So yeah, he lost all his diamonds, all his diamond gear, all his diamond armor as well. Wasn't wearing his armor. So I'm gonna actually go and, well, I've been around and I've got enough books to make some epic armor for him. I should have updated you. I have been a busy bee. I just got into the mind frame of things and kept building and and it was just one of those very, very productive evenings. And this is what we have to show for it. Diggy Incorporated's Excavator. It's a beast. I love it. I love the way it's come out. We've used some of the engineering blocks to decorate it just in this back section, and it is fully functional. I can go over, we can turn on the barrel wheel now, flick the lever. I do probably need to hook up a better on-off switch than what we've got, but damn, look at it. I've added some detail in here. We've got some coal ore, because it is of course a bitumen coal vein that we're mining. And yeah, we'll be able to see if I hop up here. Oh yeah, look at this, the little tank tracks. I'm happy with this. Using the grindstones and these trapdoors, I think it's come out really well. But if we just go climbing up here, we should be able to see, there we go, some coal coming on through the system. So it is all fully powered up. I've extended out these power pylons coming down, and yeah, it's all hooked up now. So I wanted to tie in this whole section, so the coal couldn't come soon enough because I have used so much steel building this section. My steel supplies are seriously low. This whole section needs work. I'm not gonna lie. Don't worry, this is not what it's gonna look like finished. But all of this bit over here, I am super happy with, and I think it's looking real good. So yeah, Diggy Incorporated presents the Excavator, looking sweet. I really like these little cranes on top. Just that they would use to sort of assemble and disassemble it before moving it on. But it just looks so cool. I'm really happy with how it's come out. I keep killing myself on these wires, so days since accidents is still 0 up there, because I keep flying into these power lines. They are absolutely lethal. This is one of the things that annoys me most about immersive engineering though. If you fly into them, then all the way back to the power source, these power lines will basically short out and fry up and they disappear. So I've got to go along all the way back, clicking on each relay and resetting the HV wires again. But yeah, let's just take it in, because I'm really happy with this build. The whole build, actually, the setting of it with the dammed rivers and everything, it's come together real nice. So yeah, very nice addition to the factory village, or the factory area that we're working on here. So this does actually go all the way up. I've built a sort of, I don't know, bucket kind of thing for all of the coal to go into. And then, yeah, it goes up here, and pretty much, like I say, all of this needs some work. I'm going to change out some of these bricks for something a bit more, I don't know. I'll work on this and I'll show you when I've come up with a good idea. I don't know what I'm doing here yet. But yeah, it's going up here and dropping down into this interface, which has got all the upgrades, the speed upgrades and the stack upgrade, and it's just getting pulled straight into the system. Our coal problems are completely over. The worries about steel and coal, because we've got the iron farm and we've got 33,000 coal ores potentially to be tapped out of here. We are absolutely sorted for steel. I can't stop smiling. I'm really happy with how it's come out. I do just want to show you this quickly. In our RS data center, I've added in this orange network transmitter, and I think we're going to have a sort of a wall of them here. We're going to have multiple going on. And what this does is we can get a network card, and you can see there it's linked to a block in the overworld. And that block is this over here. It is the black network receiver. Well, it doesn't matter what color it is, but this is the network receiver. So basically, you take that network card, you right click it on here, and that's bound the network card to this receiver, and then you take it back to the transmitter, you insert it, and that allows us to access our refined storage system from here. So the major downside with this is it is a power hungry system. It is really hungry, but over here we've got no cables anywhere. The only thing we've got is this black system with the wireless receiver thing on top, and it allows us to access our RS system from all the way over here. So this is a much better solution than running cable everywhere, and I probably could have done it over here, but I think it's worked. It's come out quite nicely anyway with the cable running along, so no worries there. But just wanted to show you, because it's going to be being used more and more as we branch out and build some other stuff around here. I've been trying out some details on the side of the factory here, just to add a little something into these big blank squares that we've got here. The windows, these ones are okay. I think I'm going to add a little bit of decor around these ones, but down here, these are just big flat faces. So we've got some of these Immersive Engineering fluid pipes going in. I don't know, the idea is that maybe they're too big to go around a machine or something, so they need to go outside the factory and back in somewhere else. Just adds a little bit of detail to this outside. And then we've gone for the more vanilla style pipe with the acacia trapdoors, just funneling water. I might actually change this water out to like the creosote oil or something, just so that it doesn't, I don't know, the blue, I think we could improve it, that's all I'm saying. Like, it looks cool, just next to some of this stuff in the modded Immersive Engineering. I don't know, maybe we could add a little bit something else to that. But this is something I have been working on here, this road. I'm going to extend it. It's just cobble. I haven't done any of the detailing yet, but I'm going to extend it out, and we are going to basically make a little racetrack like Emerald Crypto made with the jet skis. We're going to make a little go-kart track or something like that. And yeah, and hopefully just make some cars and have some fun, because it'll look cool, and it could be a fun little racetrack as well if I actually put some thought into it. So, and it tours the base nicely. That's what as well. Like, it will come past the excavator here, go under here, round past that house, I think. Yeah, it should be fun. It should be fun. This is where we're up to with the track. So we come around here, past the mega factory, under these cables, so I don't want to kill myself there. We come down here, under the conveyor belt here, past the excavator, past the foreman's house here, and we come around and hit a problem. We have a portal in the way, and we have our very first sugarcane farm in the way. And to be honest, they both have to go. I need to relocate the portal somewhere cool. I need to do something cool for an industrial portal. I might put it underground or something. We'll see about that. But this also has to go. Our faithful sugarcane farm, it's gonna come down. But I think I'm gonna do that in between our next episode. So I'm gonna tidy up hopefully some of the edges here, get some of this flooring done, and maybe if we're lucky might even get a little race done if we can get some people together. That would be fun. But actually probably not, because I do need to make all the cars and stuff. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching the video. I really means so much, so thank you very much, and until next time, take it easy. See you later.